everybody, welcome back to Front Porch Catholic, where we talk about the grit and glory of domestic life on our Ohio hobby farm. And I'm actually on the front porch today because the weather is great. It's actually kind of cold, but it's great for Ohio in December. It's the 28th and I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas. We are still celebrating here. This video is really exciting and special to me because I am beginning a collaboration among Catholic YouTubers, and it's called the 5 Questions for Catholic YouTubers Collaboration. And it works pretty simply. All the descriptions and how-tos are going to be listed in my show notes below. So reference those if you're participating in this collaboration. But basically, I'm going to answer 5 questions and pose those to other channels, encourage them to answer them and make videos, and then put that all in a giant playlist where all Catholic YouTubers can see each other's videos, connect, and help promote the gospel. The reason I'm doing this collaboration is because I feel really called to answer Pope Benedict XVI's call to be a credible witness and to stir up in the hearts of men a desire for God and the true life through my credible witness. And I know that there are so many Catholic YouTubers out there YouTubing about all kind of things, all kind of genres: gaming, movie reviews, vlogs, homesteading, how to build a car, how to turn compost, how to make all kind of stuff. So I just want all these Catholic YouTubers to be able to see each other, to be credible witnesses together, and for us all to build our audiences and help build the kingdom together through the platform of YouTube. So that's why we're doing this. I'm going to answer the 5 questions with my husband Joe, and we're going to get started on this collaboration. I thank everybody in advance for participating, and I really look forward to seeing everyone's content. God bless you guys.
Be in there.
She really wants to answer these 5 questions. All right, so the first question for the 5 questions for Catholic YouTubers collaboration is, what's your 60-second conversion story?
Seraphina's going to go first.
She was baptized. Boom. Okay.
Converted.
Converted.
My conversion story is somewhat similar in that I was baptized and raised as a Catholic, and I don't have any particular one moment in time. Never really fell away from the faith. Just you know, had ebbs and flows, I suppose, in the spiritual life, but always trying to do the Lord's will and be faithful.
Awesome. I was baptized as a baby too. I was just like, you know, a month old. But I just was, I guess, a typical cradle Catholic high schooler. When I had my my beginning moments of conversion, I would go to the Adoration Chapel that was in our Catholic high school. I was really just invited there by some friends to go and pray. I'm really glad to have done that because it was for me really a beginning of a formation of a relationship with Jesus through the Eucharist, which I guess is like how it's supposed to be anyway. And then over the years, like, I just had some teachers that presented objective truth to me, and the Virgin Mary, and like those things all kind of just came together to help me to take ownership of my faith and to discover truth and to want to seek that through the rest of my life and pass it on to my family. So that was really the beginning. That's a 60-second story. That's pretty short.
Good.
Lifelong conversion, I guess it's like you can never really condense it to 60 seconds, but that's our 60-second conversion story. Okay, the second question is, why did you start YouTubing? That's really, I guess, a question for me. So if you don't know us...
I started YouTubing because she YouTubes.
But you and I are one, so like we YouTube
That's right.
together.
So true.
We've been homesteading for a long time. Yeah, if you don't know us, we just celebrated 16 years of marriage yesterday. High five. Good job. And we have 7 kids. We've been gardening since like our dating years. Our first garden was in your brother's yard near campus. I think we grew like radishes and green onions and lettuce. Maybe some beans during like a summertime. We were there for a summer semester. That was like my introduction to gardening. And then when we got married, we like put a garden in our backyard and grew flowers and all kind of things. And that was really the beginning of homesteading for us. And as we wanted to take on bigger hobbies, we like read books about homesteading and how to raise, you know, fruit trees and animals. But then we really got into it, and there were questions we needed to answer like right away. Like, how do you castrate a piglet? Like, and you don't really, I mean, you can find that in a book, but sometimes you want to see somebody do it so that you know that you're doing it right. And so we discovered YouTube as a source of information for, you know, helping our hobbies be honed and grow. So we started following a couple YouTube channels and families that started vlogging who were also homesteading, and we thought, well, gosh, like, we are just like them. Like, it was great to just see that we were not that weird, and that people just did what we did and loved doing it and were happy doing it. So because our kids watched those families with us, they started saying like, hey, like we could do that. We should vlog. We should YouTube. And so it was really because the kids wanted to YouTube that we started our channel. And coupling that really with our Catholic faith, we wanted to be able to show a regular, normal life infused with Catholicism.
If you can call 7 kids and raising a bunch of animals normal.
Well, anyway. So that's why we started vlogging. That's why we started YouTubing. So we feature, I mean, if you can look at our playlist, you can see what we do. But I enjoy it. We've only started doing that in September. So we've not been long at it, maybe 3 months. Anyway. So what is your...
September to January is like more than 3 months.
I'm not great at math. September, October, November, December, January. 4 months. And going. I've committed to doing this for a year, so hopefully it will be successful. 4 months in. All right, so the third question is, what is your favorite sacramental?
My favorite sacramental is the brown scapular because I wear it and it's good. Mm-hmm. And Mary promised that graces would come through it.
Yeah.
And I'd like to go to heaven.
Who wouldn't? My favorite sacramental is the miraculous medal. I remember having a miraculous medal as a kid, and I was one of those kids that, like, if I had something special, I wouldn't really use it. I just kind of like put it away in a special place and like take it out and look at it every now and again. And a miraculous medal is one of those things I did that with. And then as I became an adult and had like a little conversion, I started wearing the miraculous medal and reading about, you know, the promises of Our Lady and what it meant. Later in life, I got to go to the Shrine of the Miraculous Medal in France, and I've been there a couple times. And I'm not wearing it right now, which is kind of a surprise because Joe got me this beautiful necklace for Christmas. It's a rose window from the Basilica of Assisi. But normally I'm wearing the miraculous medal. I just love it. It's not only is it a beautiful piece of jewelry, and it can be a source of evangelization because it engages people, but it's also just a source of grace. So I love that. Our little baby Serafina wears a miraculous medal on her amber necklace. Some of the kids wear them too. So that's my favorite sacramental. And they're easy to share. Like, you can just get bags of them and pass them out or include them in cards. I like it because it's effective and it's shareable.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, fourth question. This is kind of a fun one. The fourth question has to do with pilgrimage. Rome, Jerusalem, or Santiago? If you had to pick one of those destinations, which would it be?
That'd be Santiago de Compostela.
Why?
I would pick Santiago de Compostela.
Yeah, I know, but why?
Because it involves a long hike, and it seems good to hike long distances. I've always wanted to. Mm-hmm. I feel like you couldn't really, I mean, you could hike all the way to Jerusalem.
Not from here.
But that would be involving a boat. But like Santiago's got a whole pilgrimage routes, mm-hmm. and other people hiking and places to stay. That's good.
Yeah. I've been to Rome, and I love that. That was like my #1 for a lot of years. So since I have been to Rome, my next choice is Jerusalem. I want to go to the Holy Land so bad. You don't want to go, so I don't know. I feel like I'm never going to get to go unless one of our sons becomes a priest and, you know, does a pilgrimage there before he's ordained. So I don't know. There's a lot of great things to do with going to the Holy Land, but we had a priest friend of ours celebrate Mass in our home just a few weeks ago, and he was talking about, like, you know, Jesus is here in your living room. He was kind of evangelizing our children, and I thought, oh, well, like, I guess if Jesus comes to my house, like, I guess I don't really need to go to Jerusalem. Like, kind of mission accomplished, really. Like, I've been where Jesus is, and that's true anytime you're in the presence of the Eucharist, but I still want to go to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
I want that tattoo. I don't have any tattoos, and I feel like if I ever got a tattoo...
She wants a tattoo, so she's going to go to Jerusalem so she can get a tattoo. That's a good reason.
Is that shallow? I don't think it's shallow.
It's shallow.
Anyway, well, those are our answers.
Yeah.
Fifth question. Baby. What are your goals for the spiritual life in 2020?
My goals are to be holier. And to be more holier, too. Mm-hmm.
I think probably everyone has that goal.
It's a good goal to have.
It's a great goal. My goal is I want to take up some more reading about the saints. I kind of fall in and out of that year after year, and I really want to read. Actually, if I could amend that statement to be more specific, a spiritual goal is I want to, of course, become more holy, but how? I want to read the poetry of St. Therese of Lisieux. I started reading some of her poems, and they're just beautiful. And poetry, they kind of have to read it slowly because it has embedded meaning. And I feel like I can accomplish reading a poem right now because there's a lot going on. I can't always sit down and read a novel like I'd prefer. But poetry I can do. And there are a lot of great Catholic poets. I have like an old collection of Catholic poets, including St. Thomas More and other people. So I want to do that. I'm going to spend time just marinating in some Catholic poetry and help that like draw me closer to God. Let that make me draw him closer. English, blah, blah. So, okay. Well, those are our answers to the 5 questions for Catholic YouTubers. All right, so the last thing we have to do for this video is tag other channels who have come forward and said they want to participate. So there are like 11 of them. They're from different sources. I'm really, really thrilled. So here are their names, and they'll be listed down in the description as well, so you can find their channels. First is Striving for the Simple Life, The College Stead. He's a homesteader that is in college still, kind of like we were. Anyway, Catholic Truth, Shenanigans. I think he does Star Wars commentaries. The Overnight Mom, A Catholic Wife, Me, My Skirt and I, Hashtag Catholic, Son of Benedict, The Popish Plot, and lastly, Unapologetically Christian. So we're gonna check out some of those channels. Some of them are new to us, but I'm looking forward to seeing their content, looking forward to seeing them answer these 5 questions and seeing how far this collaboration goes. Thank you to everybody who participated, and hope you like and subscribe to Front Porch Catholic. All right, we'll see you next video. Bye.